Good evening, everybody. Tony Surace here, substitute teacher for Mr. Tony Trungone, our superintendent of schools. A little under the weather tonight. I get the call. Just like a substitute teacher, be there, be square, 7 o'clock for the show, and happy to do so because we've just had such an outstanding season with some great players, and moving on to the finals of South Jersey. Excited about that. Before we get into that, we got a couple of guests here tonight, two very, very good football players. I'm going to let Coach introduce them. I met Devontae earlier, but Marcus I know very well, and we'll talk about them a little bit. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, to my left, we have Demir White. He's one of our running backs. Also plays defensive back for us as well. And then to his left, you have our starting center, Marcus Offer, also plays nose guard for us. Both sophomores, both bright futures. I mean, seeing varsity time at this level, it's great. So,
Marcus, I know I coached your father.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marcus Senior. Is he a senior?
Mm-hmm.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
And I know I've told you this before, and give him a shout out. He was one of the best football players that we had. That 1990 team went to the state semifinals, but Cherokee beat us, so That's not a good memory that day. But he was a really, really good football player, and I know watching you come up and hearing about how good you did last year and now this year, now you got a position change. So tell me a little bit about that, moving to center, and what was coaches thinking in that, and how do you like it?
All right, so beginning of the season, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to play left tackle because of how I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I got used to it. I wasn't really comfortable with that at first, to be honest. No offense to Coach Ayala, but I got comfortable to it, and it's actually, how you say it, it's very easy to maintain the middle and be captain of the line. I actually like to hold myself to that standard as like the leader of that line. So.
And you touch the ball every play.
Yeah.
you and the quarterback. Sometimes the backs may not get it, or receivers, but you get it every play.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing middle guard? You were a tackle last year, weren't you, on defense? So now you switched defensive positions.
No, wait. No, I was. No, you're right. Yeah, I was tackle last year. Yes, I was.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what do you enjoy most, the offense or defense? Put you on the spot. You like them both.
Be honest.
Yeah, I like them both.
Good answer.
Well,
you're doggone good at them. What? I know he made some All-Star teams already.
Yeah, he was first team All-Conference for the offensive line this year. Were you first team All-Conference last year too?
I was first team All South Jersey.
First team All-South Jersey, yeah.
That's right. I remember reading that because I remember seeing the headlines about that. And you're one up on your dad because first of all, I don't know I guess the freshmen were eligible then, but I don't remember him playing varsity. But anyway, congratulations on that. That's exciting. But we're all about the team goals now, right? Not the individual goals.
Yeah.
Looking ahead a little bit to Hammonton, Marcus, what's their defensive line look like?
They're actually really good. I'll be honest, but it's not like anything we haven't seen though.
You had good competition all year long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we faced we faced the same D line like Sayog, Thomas Jefferson. So we face people like them. So we're going to be able to maintain our line.
So I'll put you on the spot now. You should know the answer to this.
Yeah.
Most important thing a center has to do. Number one, what is it?
Make the calls. Wait, hold up. Because there's a lot of things you gotta do.
Oh, there are a lot of things. What's the most?
Snap the ball.
Snap the ball.
Yeah. The one thing that
Now I miss some because I'm watching the game. I'm watching my grandson, and I'm missing some plays. I don't remember a bad snap, Coach. Have you had some? Oh yeah, okay. My bad.
Let it be.
Oh man, no, this missed me.
But don't have too many of them.
No, they go. We have him and Jacob go out before practice every day. Take 25, 30 snaps.
Yeah.
So we do that on a consistent basis.
You're 90% shotgun?
Yeah, not I mean 95%.
95% shotgun. So that snap is
Important,
you know,
yeah,
important.
yeah.
You know, we did a lot of shotgun toward the end of my career, and you know, I mean, our centers found it easier under center because, you know, that even though that's a 5-yard snap, it's one that you don't want to, you don't want to mess up. Well, keep it going.
Thank you.
We're going to talk to Mr. White now.
Okay.
Sophomore running back, and what do you play on defense?
Both outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker. And what do you like best?
Offense. I like to touch the ball.
You like to touch the ball. Well, I just commented because, and I apologize, I didn't know I was going to be doing a show, so I didn't really study up on the stats, and I didn't know who was going to be on. 6.9 yards a carry you're averaging. That's terrific.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
That is really terrific. And no fumbles?
One fumble.
Most important thing of a running back.
Yeah.
He's got to snap it, and you got to hold on to it. Well, no fumbles. We'll talk a little bit about Hammonton coming up and a potential weather problem, but you know, just hold on to the football. So, do you guys have plans in your future to play college football?
Yes.
Well, both of you as sophomores are good enough to go ahead and do that. I know a little bit about that. Both my boys had coaches in college, so you guys have the ability to do that. Most important thing isn't how many tackles you make. How's the grades?
The grades? Good.
Your grades.
Yeah, I got good grades.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Both of them are solid
Excellent.
athletes. Yeah.
Excellent. And I know the coaches do a great job of checking on you and making sure that you're, not just getting by. Because if you want to go to the next level, you gotta have the grades a little bit higher.
Listen, we're at the point where like they come up and say, "You want to see my grades, coach?" And I'm like,
great.
"Sure." I'm like, I already know, but okay.
That's great. Now, another question for each of you. You played in the midget football league,
Yes.
and what were you on different teams?
No, we were on the same
You're on the
team.
same team.
Yeah.
What a powerhouse! What a powerhouse! That's great. Who were your coaches?
The only it was
Come on,
Coach
it wasn't
Woody.
that far away. It wasn't long ago.
It was Coach Woody. Oh man, my dad was coach for me. But
Oh, he
then,
coached too? Good,
Yeah,
great.
but he stopped. He stopped coaching after a while. I think it was after being head coach for the seniors back in 2018, I think. But it was him. Man, I can't even think about.
Can't remember?
No.
More, you remember any of the coaches?
Nah.
No, don't remember.
On Coach Woody, his father.
His coach, what? Yeah.
And Coach Wallace, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Coach Wallace, yeah.
Well, I was senior, right? Though Jamal.
Jamal?
Yeah.
Well, he's coaching with you, right? No.
No. I think he still works. Does he still coach in the midget program? No.
No.
Well, you guys have really had a remarkable season, and one of the things that I think is is really a testament to the coaching staff and to you, your teammates, is you had a couple setbacks, and you didn't let that stop the train from moving. You just keep moving ahead, and everybody gets knocked down. I hope the Eagles go undefeated, but if they lose one, you got to keep playing.
Oh, that's
so
what Eagles.
you got any thoughts about Hammonton? What'd you say? You don't like the Eagles?
I don't like the Eagles.
Who do you like?
Cowboys.
You like the Cowboys. You're in the wrong country. You got to be in cowboy country to say that. So what are your thoughts looking into after the week of practice about the Hammonton game? And in particular, we'll talk a little bit if there's bad weather. What are you thinking about?
We had a good week of practice, in my opinion. All we got to do is just play together and focus on our P's and Q's and just win. That's all.
Same thing, huh? You're nodding your
same
head.
thing. Just make sure y'all do y'all 111 and just play as a family. Just play OBG football.
Yeah.
You guys are also, from a distance, very unselfish. The whole team. They don't appear to be, be selfish at all. Coach, you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, listen, everybody gets their love. Everybody is engaged. If you see, statistically speaking, I mean, the amount of receivers that we have over 300 yards with receiving yards, running backs over 100 yards, carries. I mean, so everything's spread out, and then tackle-wise, everybody's trying to get in there. You got 11 hats at the ball, so
Very important.
yeah.
I'm going to leave you two guys with this. let's cut down the penalties.
Yeah.
And I'm sure coaches have been on you. So now it's broadcast all over the world. No more dumb penalties, right? Unforced penalties. Listen, I want to wish you guys luck. You've had a great season so far. Keep it going.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, it's great to have you on the show. We're going to take this break, and we'll be right back with Coach Ayala right after this.
Are you ready to find your
Thank
fit
you.
at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready
I'm ready
I'm ready
to find my fit
in human resources.
in engineering technology.
in healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Are you ready to go green and cut down on your electric bill? Then there is only one call you need to make. Soaring Solar is your complete source for solar, including new roof installations. Soaring Solar is a veteran-owned and family-run company. Call the Soaring Solar family today and talk with one of our solar consultants. For a free estimate, call Soaring Solar today at 609-270-7759 or find them on the web at www.soaringsolar.com.
Good evening once again. Tony Surace, pinch hitter extraordinaire for Mr. Trungone, a little bit under the weather. Happy to have my name there. A little better looking than Tony Trungone. However, we wish Tony well. Hope he feels better. Coach's Corner, we're here with head coach Bert Ayala. Bert, introduce your coach here this evening and tell us a little bit about what his responsibilities are.
Yeah, this is Coach Core. He's been part of the program 3 years now, right?
Yeah, it's my fourth year.
Fourth year. He's our defensive coordinator. He's one of my right-hand men, on staff. He works in the building. He's our strength and conditioning teacher inside the building. So, I mean, he's around our players nonstop. Just great guy to have on staff and work alongside of. So, I mean, I couldn't be any more fortunate.
I got an opportunity to kind of find out about Coach's background and the fact that he played at Oakcrest and went on to King University, had a college career, and kind of seeing him around. You can't miss him with his haircut. But
What haircut? Just letting it go. No haircut
right,
coming
one
anytime
haircut.
soon.
But I've seen him around, a good opportunity to really sit down and talk with him a little bit. So, Coach, you have to be pleased, I think, overall with your defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I was on here a little bit earlier in the year.
Yes, I saw that.
Having to almost defend myself a little bit because we were giving up a good amount of points early in the year. But we really have turned it around. We've talked about it with the kids, and just understanding what we want them to do was really the biggest thing. We have so many phenomenal athletes, so many phenomenal kids, big guys, athletes, skills everywhere. But just understanding not to do too much. One of our players up here, Demir, was just talking about doing your 111. It's a big thing that we preach, do your job in the sense of it. If I get 11 people doing their job, we're going to be tough to stop. And the kids have really started to buy into that and really start to see, reap the fruits of their labor. Really get after it out there and start to understand, if I just do my job, my brother's got my back. And that's pretty much what we've been trying to preach to them the whole time. Play fast, trust what you see. We're going to be prepared offensively, defensively, special teams, and just trust what you see and go.
Well, they played really sound defense, I think, all year long. I don't recall, and again, I have seen one game in person because my grandson's playing it, and I'm watching your game and watching his game, so I miss a lot, and I try to catch your game again and look at it. But I don't recall many free zones in the passing game where we were out of position, where somebody was wide open. If it did occur, it wasn't many times, was it?
No, we got beat a little bit earlier in the year, and it really was just the small little things that we went back to the drawing board and really talked to the guys and tell them alignment, assignment, and a couple of them is, a quarterback makes a good ball. You can be great coverage. Good coverage. A great ball is going to beat it any day of the week.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, early in the year, the balls were falling in the right spots, and they were beating us. We were in good positions. Their kids were just making a play, and all you can really ask, and I really preach this to the defensive guys when we're out there, is we're going to build a defense. We're going to have a scheme that's going to put you in a chance to make a play. It's on you to make that play. And I have, from the varsity to the JV to the backups to all the way down to the freshman level, it's breeding competition. It's bringing out the best out of everybody and understanding, listen, it's no hard feelings. I got love for each and every one of them kids, from the varsity starter to the freshman who barely sees time. They're going to get coached the same exact way at all the levels, but you have to make your plays. When the opportunity presents yourself, you have to close the door. And the kids now are starting to see that they're able to close the door because now we're not thinking anymore. We're just playing fast. They understand what is asked of them, and now it's time to play fast. And like I just told you, close the door when the opportunity presents itself.
Right, and that's so important in defense to react and not be thinking. Do all the preparation ahead of time. See the ball, run to the ball, and more often than not, you're getting a lot of hats around the football and making a lot of gang tackles and really shutting the door on a lot of teams that you've played recently. I had a good question for you, and it went right out of my mind. So,
we really do. Like you talked about having 11 hats at the ball. It's a big thing of ours because of how athletic we are, and our kids know that. Our staff knows.
And
Everybody knows that.
Speed. I said this last year, and I don't know, Coach, you were here last year too. Both of you, that it seems like our team speed, I'm talking about defense now particularly, our team speed's even better this year. Overall, I don't know how many new kids you have and so forth this year as opposed to last year on defense, but man, they just seem to have great team speed. So the best team speed I think I've ever seen. I thought last year was the best. I think you're a little better. Do you agree with that?
We talk about, absolutely. We talk about that on and again, it goes to the understanding. We talk about on the defense side of the ball, eat. It's time to eat. It's an effort, it's attitude, it's tenacity. It's what you bring to the table. It's get after it. It has nothing to do with, on offense, it's intricate. You got to line up right. You got to make sure you're positioned the right way. You got to make sure that route doesn't rub into the next route. Defense isn't. It's another big quote that I use to the kids, and a lot of them will tell you, it's slow to read, quick to react. Once you make your read, go. Trust what you see. We watch a lot of tape. These kids have been doing an awesome job. We talk about really changing of understanding what's asked of them, well, really becoming students of the game. We talk about a student athlete. Well, it's also being a student of the game. Really just with our huddle accounts and all these things nowadays, you can track everything. All right, so the kids, and they know that we can track it. So either they're on there letting their huddles run and just building up their hours, or they're actually, when we get out there, you see that I get into an install, I get into a review, before I can say this number or say this person or they like to do this, a lot of the kids are already spitting it out there. They're already, oh, well, this kid does this on this coach. So it really tells you that, they're bought into what we're doing, and that shows on the field.
Yeah, and they care about the program and winning enough that they're going to put that extra time in. Man, you guys are so fortunate to have that opportunity to be able to track that and have that tape.
We're going to be even faster next year because the mindset in the off season is bigger, stronger, faster. So I mean, we had our best off season this year in the weight room. I mean, thanks to having a nice weight room.
Absolutely, phenomenal, beautiful.
Now, I got to digress from football and talk about the weight room. So that's where you work every day.
Yes, that is my home, my lovely home. Yeah, I made blue and orange my thing.
That is terrific.
So where do you think football players are in? Phys ed or there?
Well, you have an option, I guess, to make sure you're in the weight room.
Absolutely.
When where the equipment room is upstairs. You guys heard all those stories, right?
Yeah.
And then we moved to a luxurious building that was like Taj Mahal when we were out there. And I saw the new weight room when it was first done, and I got an opportunity to go out there and see it. And what's even more exciting, and I did not know this, that I knew there was some talk of possibly getting someone in, and so excited that, guess I can say there's a football show. We got a football guy in there. That not only I know you're not training just football players, kids are getting an advantage, and I think that's a distinct advantage. Programs years ago, when I was coaching, had that advantage by having a guy in the weight room. I think of Chuck Donahue, famous coach at Southern, who had a weight room at Buena, and he was the weight room coach at Buena.
Delsey had it too. Yeah. Delsey had it too. They had their wrestling coach who was on staff with football, who did. I think he may still do it. I think he's still there because I was a student taught there.
Well, it's just an advantage for the kids, and it gives them an opportunity to, we all know how important it is to be strong, and it's important in every sport.
Absolutely.
And you train them all, to be that way in every sport. But we're here in a football show, so we doggone know how important it is to be strong in football. Like you said, bigger, stronger, faster, and you can't get bigger unless you get stronger.
It's also really big too for a lot of the athletes in season. You talk about getting bigger and strong in the off season, and what the kids, that's kind of like what our kids are already talking about, getting ready for in the off season. But what it can do for you during the season, keep the grind, keep your body as fresh as possible, so you don't wear down. And we talk about football, a long season, and that's really important to have.
Yeah, and again, in all sports, but in particular in football, with all like you said, the grind and wear and tear, and the maintenance to be able to not lose strength is great. Well, I'm really excited, Coach, that you have that that thing going there at Millville, and let's talk with both of you a little bit about the Jackson game. That was a big opponent that I know those short conference teams, and you probably do too. Know that they come in with a little air about them, and they're better than everybody, and they generally have some pretty good teams. But in what I saw of the tape was, I thought we really played very well. The first half was a little bit of a dogfight, and it seemed like some things just went against us, from officials' calls to maybe some errors on ourselves. Talk a little bit about the first half, Bert.
So, listen, the first drive, we drove the ball down the field.
Right down the field.
We just didn't punch it in on the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's 7 points right off. So, I mean, we knew we were going to be able to move the ball. Like, I think, people sometimes take us for granted, think we're a big play team.
429 yards.
We're not just a big play team. We can drive the ball because we're well balanced. So we had that. Defense did a good job that second on their defensive series because they got the ball, I think, on the 3-yard line. So I think they had a little drive to them, but it wasn't anything crazy. And then we got the ball back because they didn't have a good punt, and we had good field position. And I'm sorry, we got the ball back down in their territory. And we drove the ball, driving the ball, fumble. And that's like the things that can happen happened. But thankfully, our kids are resilient. You know,
Yep,
it's that OBG mentality. Like, you know, we can fight through the adversity. You know, they weren't down. We were fine. We were fine. I mean, you know, so I think then what else happened? And I think we got to stop. We got to stop, but we got the ball on
The goal line.
Yep, on the goal line, and we try to run it at a goal line. We didn't block the edge the way we were supposed to with our up back, and Sharp kind of bellies it outside. He was contacted at the 1. You could see it on the film. So it's supposed to be down right there. He gets pushed back, obviously. They called it the safety. After the safety, we kick to them. They drive 9-0 like that. You know.
Yeah, I heard the voice of the Thunderbolts and Tony Turnbull make that comment that he was stopped at the 1.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and the kids going at halftime down a point. And what was their mentality and your mentality at the half?
We were fine.
Yeah.
We were fine. I mean, because if you saw, like, even after they went up 9-0, that next drive we had, we went right down the field and scored.
Yeah.
Which is it. Like, you know, and we scored again after that. I mean, so we knew what we could do. We knew, like, we know what our abilities are. Were kids frustrated? Yeah, of course, because they know what's at stake, and they know what, you know, the level they could perform at. So, I mean, the message when I went in there and we went in there was like, yo, we are fine.
Mm-hmm.
You are down a point.
Kids
it's a
knew that.
New half.
The kids knew that too
Just
when we went in.
Win this half, and you will. I was like, you'll win the game. You'll be fine. So, like, we didn't. It wasn't a stress. Wasn't worry. Just amped them up, got ready, and the rest was.
Well, when you have the great success that they've had individually and then also as a team,
Yeah.
They have confidence. You know, it's easy
Yeah.
easy to have confidence when you've done it before. You know, it's like use a quick baseball analogy, Coach.
There you go.
I was talking about you know, Mike Trout was in a slump a while ago into a season, 0 for 17 or 18, whatever it was, and I remember saying to someone, Mike Trout goes in a slump. It's a lot different than Joe Bagabalone goes in a slump because Mike knows he's done it. He two-time MVP, 3-time MVP. He's getting out of it at some point. And your kids know, okay, we're down a point, but we're getting out of it. You know, we're gonna,
exactly.
and they have that great confidence, and it's instilled in them by you guys.
And we talked about this earlier when we were out eating with the guys. We said we have a lot of young guys that experienced high-level play last year and played in that big game. So the experience is there. That's why, like, even coming into this now, like, you know, tomorrow's game, we've been there. Our guys have been in that moment.
That's right. Yep.
You
Like
know,
the Houston
so,
Astros, right?
Yeah. It makes a difference. It makes a huge difference. You know, being
No,
there,
it does.
you know, having
It
that
absolutely
experience,
does. If you've been there before, you have the confidence to know what got you there. They have great confidence in you guys. You know, it seemed to be a very strange game again in the parts that I was able to watch because both of you had 10 penalties. So I know in talking to the superintendent, he was a little concerned because it seemed to be getting a little chippy out there, and at times. And you know, it's not always all on your guys. You know, they just need to, you know, make sure that they don't overreact and get themselves in a little bit of trouble. But listen, all in all, it's a great win. It's a great opportunity to, you know, to move on now to the next ball game. So we'll be back with Coach Ayala and Coach Core right after these messages.
Are you ready to go green and cut down on your electric bill? Then there is only one call you need to make. Soaring Solar is your complete source for solar, including new roof installations. Soaring Solar is a veteran-owned and family-run company. Call the Soaring Solar family today and talk with one of our solar consultants. For a free estimate, call Soaring Solar today at 609-270-7759. Or find them on the web at www.soaringsolar.com.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Hey parents, there's something you should know. If you don't teach me about money, that's okay. I'll live off your nest egg for the rest of my life.
Feel confident talking to your kids about money
You're gonna find me a real one, right?
before it's too late. Get ready at td.com/kidsandmoney.
Your smile is more than just your teeth. At Tenbrook Orthodontics, discover the smile you deserve to have. Get more smiles, more affordably priced with Harvard-trained Dr. Tenbrook's 21st century technology. Get Tenbrook's exclusive T1 braces or Invisalign, which gradually delivers a gorgeous smile. 11 locations like Millville, Washington Township, Vineland, and Mullica Hill, Tenbrook Orthodontics. Spend less time, spend less money, have more fun getting the smile you deserve.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Good evening once again. Tony Surace here, pinch hitting for Tony Trongone. Wish Tony the best, hoping he's getting feeling a little bit better. Here with coaches of the Millville Thunderbolt football team, defensive coordinator Coach Core and the head coach Humberto Ayala. And we're going to focus now a little bit on the upcoming state Group 4 final, South Jersey final, right, Coach? Mm-hmm. South Jersey final. You know, this stuff changes all the time, so you got to get the right one. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the upcoming opponent, which I know a little bit about because their opening game was against my grandson's team, Notre Dame of Lawrenceville. So I have seen them in person. But talk a little bit about them, Coach Ayala, what you've seen, what their strengths are, and maybe some things that you think we might attack.
Well, I mean,
without giving away the game plan.
Yeah. Well, they're a storied program. They have 11 sectional titles or something like that. And they got some good coaches on there, right? Fusatola from Williamstown. He was the head Williamstown football coach. He's over there, right? And
Coach Russo has been in the program.
Yeah. So I mean, from a football team standpoint, they're well coached. They're going to be well disciplined. But they got athletes. They got some athletes. They got some size and girth on that defensive line, the offensive line. I mean, they got a stud running back, number 3. They had a good season. They played some good games. They beat some good teams. And so I mean, listen, we're looking for a good football game, and we're going to let everything else speak for itself. So they have home field advantage. We got to go over there and take care of business.
Which I know we will. What do you see offensively, Coach?
Offensively, they are a little different than I'm sure what you remember as your traditional Hammonton team. At least when I came up through the Cal and all that. But they're good. Like Coach said, the biggest difference between them, they've always been good up front. They've always have, even you go way back.
And they too had a great weight program.
Yeah, absolutely. Those kids have been, if they've been a guard, they've been a guard since they were 8 years old. If they've been a quarterback, they've been a quarterback their whole life.
They've been running the wing tee since they came out of the crib.
Yep. So a lot of them, it's second second nature to them. Same thing at their, down at their youth programs, the Hawks. They do the same thing. They run the same stuff. So by the time, and we talked a little bit about it off the camera, by the time they get to high school, they're firing on all cylinders about what they really want to do.
Yeah.
But the difference between them this year, Coach already mentioned the kid. I'm pretty sure his name's Kenny Smith. Number 3. He's a young, really young sophomore, another super sophomore. We had a couple up here for you today, but he's good. He's a really phenomenal football player, and they got a couple seniors and some good kids. It looks like they've been same kind of concept here that we've been talking about. Bought into the system, bought into the program, and really been getting after it. They're big. They're good size. They're not like we see a tough Group 5. I would call it a Group 5 schedule for especially some of the teams that we see. But they are too. They're built for that. And it's very similar to, like I think Marcus was talking about, from the Thomas Jeffersons of the world to the Cherokees to some of the big boys that we see that use tight ends and do that and control the line of scrimmage. That's what they're going to come in here and do. And we've already kind of hinted a little bit towards the weather and the situation. I got to imagine that's going to be the game plan. Come in and kind of, box us up and, get into a little bit of a bloody knuckles match and find out who comes out alive on the other side.
Well, I know in that opening game that I watched them, and nothing I didn't anticipate because I've watched Hammonton over the years. They're always been, I don't think they've ever been a pass-first team, or even a 50-50 team. No. They're always going to run the football, and it makes sense. It's no earth-shattering thing that you face teams with firepower like Millville has, keep the ball away from them, limit their possessions. So they're going to grind out, and they did it against Notre Dame. 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, first down, and all of a sudden Smith breaks a long one, and you think
that's what he'll do.
Well, yeah, that's what he'll do. He's capable of doing that, and they just keep plugging away. And Notre Dame was ahead, they just kept coming back, and ended up winning the game 20-14. But it's evident that they have as Bert alluded to, a storied program. I mean, they're like the Millville of that part of South Jersey, where they've had great tradition, and the kids buy in from an early age, and it's going to be a great game. I think get your popcorn ready. I think everybody has to buy. The state runs this game, right, Bert?
Yeah,
and
all the tickets have to. All tickets. Yep. So this
is.
Right now, I think in South Jersey, this is this is labeled the game of the week. So I don't know Mark Tribble will be there. It's a game everybody's looking to see.
Sure.
So
what are they, 8-1, 9-1? I think they only lost that one game.
Yeah, just the one.
Of course, we've just lost. Lost the 2. I know off air, and everybody's aware of the weather forecast. But talk a little bit about the weather and your approach, and what you foresee going into the game.
Listen, they're calling for, high winds, rain, I'm sure, on the other side, they think that this is an advantage, but we could do it all. It's not like we're one-dimensional where we have to pass the ball. I think we've proven it last year and this year that you could take away our pass, we'll run the ball. You take away the run, we're going to pass the ball. So we're confident in our game plan, and we're going to go out there. We got the bodies to win the trenches. I know they do, but so do we. So we're going to go out there and play football and take advantage of whatever they give us, and we're not going to allow the weather to dictate the terms, because we're going to go out there and play OBG football. So I know the weather's there, but it's just
what it is.
You know what? It's a roadblock that we're just going to blast through.
Absolutely. Great approach. And as you said to me, worst part about the weather is you guys got to stand in it, and spectators got to sit in it.
I know. But I got my reindeer all set and ready.
I'll give you a quick history lesson that I got when I came to Millville, 1969. They said, we're mudders. We play in the mud. We won this game in 1932, 1951. They went through this whole history of games that had been played in adverse conditions that back then nobody canceled, right? You didn't even think of canceling a game. And so if it's played, it's played. And, if it's moved, it's moved. And you got to be ready.
At least the positive part is it's not like 30-degree temperatures.
Right.
It's like mid-60s, set like low 70. So it's, you might gonna have the chill of the wind, but it's not like 30, 20-degree weather like in this rain, that cold rain.
Yeah,
so we'll survive. We'll be all right.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah, you'll be
you know, I
fine.
mean, if you saw the practice field we practiced on all season in dirt and sand, you think we're worried about mud and high grass? Because you know the grass is going to be high.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they watered it.
Yeah, you're not going to
You know,
see a
so-
cleat.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So we're not worried about it.
Every advantage. Well, I love that approach, Coach. I think you guys are taking the right approach. And before we leave this segment, talk a little bit about your preparation in the weather with the wet ball.
Oh, yeah. So I had, I had some great advice from somebody to tell me to practice with practice with a wet ball. So yeah, we went out there. We had a bucket of water. We drenched the ball in the water. We poured water under from where the ball was snapping. We did everything. Sometimes we sprinkled a little bit of water on the guys just to get a feel. No,
If nothing else,
but
what it does, it really psychologically tells you we're ready.
yeah. So I mean, So I mean, we were throwing the ball just to get the feel. Now, obviously, it was over dramatic because the ball was drenched and heavy. It was Jacob felt like he just was lifting the whole time.
Shot putting the ball out
Throw
there.
those balls
Throwing the
away.
shot put out there. Yeah, they're done. They're done after this week. They're not getting anything out of them.
Listen, so just from everything, from every kind of mindset possible to prepare for this game, we took that approach. I mean, it's hard when throughout the week it's 70 degrees, but we made sure to do every part.
Crazy weather, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it's the high temperatures now, and it's just it just presents a lot of weather change that kids have to adapt to. But I've been very impressed all year. Your kids adapt to everything; they're ready to go, and that's a tribute to you guys as coaches. Well, we're going to be back with the two coaches right after these messages and talk a little bit about the schedule.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Are you ready to find your fit at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
To find my fit.
In human resources.
In engineering technology.
In healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Good evening, everybody. Tony Surace here on Coach's Corner, substituting for the legendary Tony Trungone, and we wish Tony well. Here with two coaches, and we're gonna segue into a a little different subject here in the last segment. First of all, Bert and Coach Core and I were talking about the kids that are in college now, and maybe you can allude to a couple of them that where they are and what they're doing.
Yeah, so I mean, first off, you have LaQuinn Allen at Syracuse, right? He's number 2 running back out there. He just got put onto the dean's list, I think, for honor roll. So he's
There was a rumor he was going to redshirt. Is that?
Yeah, he didn't redshirt because he was the second best running back. Listen, unfortunately, he's just behind a really good running back, and Syracuse is having a great season. But they absolutely love LaQuinn. They love him. He's on specials. He plays on special teams out there as well.
I've seen him on TV.
I've talked to him here and there, and I'm so proud of that young man. So proud of that young man. Everything he accomplished from where he came from and the path he took forward. Then you have Nate Robbins and you got Tyon Cephas, who are at Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing well. Tyon just came back. They're not playing.
Freshman.
They're freshmen, but Tyon just came back from an injury, but he's healthy now. Then you have Kalen Bowman playing up at Post University. He's a starting safety out there, doing really, really, really well. Like probably one of the leading tacklers out there. You got George Gonzalez in the same school with him. Mm-hmm. He's not starting, but he's freshman. So Caleb, as a freshman, went in there and started. It's just amazing, And then you have Solomon Shields at Pitt, playing outside backer and having success there, playing on specials as well. So we have guys all over the place.
Yeah, and having 2 guys in 2 major college programs.
Listen, we got a couple more that are going to be out there too for us.
More to come.
More to come. Yeah, no doubt. Which we will get to. I know one segment when I was on here a few weeks ago, we talked a little bit about the schedule, and I know we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I think it's important that people know what goes on from here, and have to play the game, have to win the game. But if we win the game, why don't you talk a little bit about how the schedule goes from there?
So this is the sectional final we're going into. Before this was the championship. They called this the state championship, even though it really wasn't. We win this game. We go you go to next week, and you play in the state semifinal, which is held at Cherokee. That's the
which last year was at Rutgers.
Rutgers, yes, that was the game against Winslow.
Correct.
If you win that game, then we obviously have our legendary Thanksgiving game against the red team, and then you would have the true state final against the winner of North 1 and North 2 at Rutgers that first week of December, which is when the regional game was last year.
So it really doesn't extend the season.
It doesn't extend the season. They just added an extra game, but they took away like a dead week at the end of October that we had last year. So it kind of just fell in line.
Fell in line.
Yeah.
And I know we were talking a little bit, and I know Athletic Director Lagamba talked to me about it last night, the fact that the winner of this game is going to play at Cherokee, but they're going to play on Sunday. Is that correct?
Yes. I don't know if the state watches this, but I think, we'll worry about that on that bridge.
I know.
We'll cross that bridge when it's time to cross it. I don't want to get in there. But, it's on Sunday, which gives you a 3-day time frame and layover until the Thanksgiving game. And I think we would be the only team in that has a Thanksgiving game of value like ours.
Correct, correct. And, 150.
And it means a lot to the people in the city. So.
Exactly, Bert. Exactly, Coach. It does. It means a lot. It's an opportunity for families to come back. A lot of people come back for the game.
Right,
I bet
awesome.
there's 2 or 3 groups that get together for breakfast that I know of that want to get together and then go to the game and then go back to their families. And it's just a tradition that we've had here for a long time. And I know every school doesn't have that. Did you have a real good Thanksgiving? Was Oakcrest and Absegami?
Yeah, it's Oakcrest and Absegami.
Does that still exist?
It does. So it does not, because there's a third party in that Greater Eight Harbor with being Cedar Creek. So they don't play on. Which again, you talked about having parties. There's still to this day that I played against in Absegami that are in the coaching world that we used to get together. We get together, Oakcrest, and you get a little blue, you get a little bit of that brown and yellow, and we get together and we go out and we get breakfast and we get together. We go over to the game and watch it together. together. Maybe we'll throw a little friendly bet on it there, back and forth. Even though till this year, my Oak Crest getting a playoff win. Big shout out to Oak Crest.
Big shout out to Oak
I'm gonna have to do that. Put that out there. Big Blue.
Who's their head coach?
Mike Forrest.
Mike Forrest. He played for my son.
Yeah, great
at
guy.
Western Connecticut.
Great guy. Love Mike. He was together with when I first started getting into the coaching. And very proud of them. Turn that thing around.
Absolutely.
But yeah, unfortunately, Thanksgiving was it was always a bit of a bitter turkey for me all 4 years. I didn't ever get a Thanksgiving win. So I do love the tradition, and I'm glad I'm in a district and in a place that it means something to, because it means something to me. When I think of Thanksgiving, I think of my family. I think of the things I'm thankful for, but I'm thankful for football and high school football, and this is what I do. This is who I am. So I'm glad that we still do it.
Well, I'm excited that when we get to that point, and I hear you, Coach, you're getting mad at talking about the future, but and we'll certainly get to that point when the time comes. But it's interesting how the state has moved in this direction. It is what it is. Our focus, Millville High School, is on Hammonton this Friday. I want to wish you both the best of luck. Any closing thoughts, Coach?
No, just
you're ready to go.
Yeah, you get that. You know how it is. The 24 hours.
24 hours.
So we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're just fortunate and happy to have the opportunity to continue to play. There's a lot of schools that are at home and teams that are done. So for us to be in this position for another year in a row, several years, because we've been in the semifinals for multiple years. So I mean, listen, we're just fortunate, happy to play some football, wet football, But yeah, we're just happy to keep it going.
Every year's a new year, and you've taken this 2022 team, first year as a head coach, and done a wonderful job. You and your staff, you got the team into this point, into the finals. Congratulations, and keep it going.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for Coach's Corner. We look forward to you folks all watching on QBC TV and on Facebook. Good evening, everybody.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.